Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Kind plumber killed as gunmen trade bullets. A distraught woman said that she never imagined a routine trip to the market in downtown Kingston last Saturday would have resulted in the death of her friend Kevon Mitchell. Mitchell, 41, a plumber of Haven, Dale St. Andrew, was killed moments after exiting a motor car as gunmen traded bullets. The only thing me could do quickly was bend down beside the car. Me couldn't run. We just exit the vehicle and him did already go around the road when we hear bop shot start fire, a tearful woman said. It was not until the explosion subsided that she was able to locate Mitchell, who was lying motionless on the pavement in a pool of blood. Me run go over to the market. I look for him because him overprotective, so me did find it strange say him never there beside me. Me turn and say, how me no see me friend? When the crowd run out, me see him lie down beside a car. I start to bawl out and ask for help, we take him up, and after that me put him in the car and carry him to hospital, she said. The woman stated, who is a vendor, shared that Mitchell made it his priority to accompany her to the market every Saturday. You can depend upon Kevin for anything, anybody at all. He make sure say him did if he help me on a Saturday morning with me goods from market. That is how helpful he was. He is hardworking, jovial, and very nice, she said. Mitchell's landlord, Arlene Donalds, said she had a mother-son relationship with him. He did everything for me. If I wanted a pipe fix and say, Kevin, how much does this cost? He would say, Miss D, just go lie down. I am not charging you to do anything. He was never late on his rent. This pains me badly. He was a nice young man, and to go like this is quite shocking, she said. Donalds also labeled initial reports of Mitchell being involved in criminal gangs as erroneous. He was never involved in anything like that. He was always alone. He never kept friends. I have known him for 19 years. He was a carpenter, a mason, and a painter. He did everything, and he did it perfectly. He would often say, Miss D, I don't believe in too much company, and he kept true to that. Nobody was coming here to him in the 4.5 years he lived here. I missed him dearly, she said. Both women said Mitchell did not have a child, but was very much involved in his 6-year-old goddaughter's life. The police report that up to September 9, 86 murders have been committed in West Kingston Police Division. This is an almost 25% increase above the 69 people killed during the corresponding period last year. The police division head, Senior Superintendent of Police Michael Phillips, said that the police will continue to work assiduously in order to restore peace and order. Another parish judge dies from COVID-19. Another senior parish court judge has died from COVID-19, officials have revealed. Horace Mitchell, who was assigned to the St. Elizabeth Parish Court, died at the Mandeville Regional Hospital this morning. His death comes almost 1 month after the passing of former senior parish judge from St. Anne's, Stanley Clark. Clark also died from COVID-19. 11 children have died from COVID-19 locally. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisosa Mackenzie has revealed that COVID-19 has claimed the lives of 11 children, including adolescents in Jamaica. She made the disclosure during a media briefing on Wednesday, during which she gave an update on child COVID-19 cases. 3 of the deceased children were below 10 years old, while the other 8 were said to be children above 10 years. Data gleaned from the daily COVID-19 reports from the Health and Wellness Ministry have indicated that a 24-day-old child and another of just under 70 days are numbered among the fatal casualties. Bisosa Mackenzie said coronavirus cases in the 0 to 9-year age group represented 5.3% of all confirmed cases, while 7.7% of cases occurred in children 10 to 19 years. Mixed views from Central Jamaica school leaders on new academic year. There have been mixed views from the leaders of 5 schools in Manchester and St. Elizabeth following the start of another academic year online. The continued surge in COVID-19 cases halted plans for resumption to face-to-face classes, despite a previous announcement of allowing vaccinated students for those classes at the beginning of September term. The leaders of Magati High School and Parkmount Primary in St. Elizabeth say they remain worried about the number of students without internet access. But there was a more positive outlook from leaders of three other schools, Belfield High, Bellear High, and Holland Primary. Sean Graham, the principal of Magati High School, which is located in the remote and mountainous northwest St. Elizabeth, is concerned that close to 500 students were yet to get online up to Monday. The concern is out there in the communities and the homes, and I still don't see from the government that enough is being done to support the schools to make sure that they're out there in the communities. Students are coming online, whether they give them gadgets or provide data in the communities, Graham stated. He had hope that improvement would have been made for this academic year. I don't see any sort of social intervention taking place in the communities. We prepare ourselves as a school to accommodate them, the student, so we set up our registration system. I don't see any improvement this year, and I think we would have studied a lot last year. So that there should be more state support, added Graham, as he noted the most of the grade 11 students are yet to be registered. We have done our part as a school in terms of settling the students. We had online registration this year, which helped a lot to speed up the registration process. There is a concern at the grade 11 level that we are not seeing most of the students coming to register, and that is a challenge, he said. Graham disclosed that an emergency meeting is expected to be held this week regarding the grade 11 students. He said the school has so far registered about 900 of the expected 1,400 students for this academic year. The next plan is to implement the Google Suite policy for the school, so whatever form teaching and learning activity be driven through that, said Graham. Principal of Belfield High School in central Manchester, Paul Grant, reported that while there has been some improvement this year, some students are still not yet online. This week, we began with general devotion for all grades. We had over 750 students on the platform Monday out of 1,400, so what we have gathered is that there are still some students not represented on the online classroom platform. What we have seen is an improved over the last year because we have been seeing students who for the first time are logging on, said Grant. Principal of Bellear High in Mandeville, Lawrence Rowe, said he has also seen improvement in online classes. Things are much smoother when compared to last year in terms of the startup of schools for the online classes. One of the things that is of major advantage is that the time at which we are starting. We started almost a month earlier than we did last year, so that's a plus. And the fact that the students who are coming onto us from the primary schools would have already been having their email addresses, it was just a matter of transferring them to our domain and getting them in our Google Classroom learning management system, said Rowe. I must commend the ministry in this regard that they would have worked with us to get us on board this year much quicker than compared to last year. There are still a few students who are not yet online, and we are working with them, added Rowe. Simone Doctor, principal of Holland Primary, located in Holland Bumble, just west of Lacova, said more students are now online. What we have recognized is we have more students engaged at the start of the school year, which we really felt upbeat about. We are really happy that we have started out on such a positive note. We recognize that some students that we did not see up to last year are online now, she said. The students we haven't seen, just a few, we have started making contact with them. Most of the issues now are with devices. Some students don't have devices or the gadgets are not working, she added. Carlin Williams-Heath, principal of Parkmount Primary located about a mile away from Santa Cruz, said the school is still not reaching a number of students with online learning. I have over 350 students online, which means that I miss perhaps over 100, which we are planning to print activities to take out as soon as the no movement is off. So we will go into the communities to get the 130 students printed activities, as some are without connectivity and devices, she added. We are hoping that by Friday that we would have been able to connect with at least 60% of those who were not seen online, Williams-Heath added. Hanover School gets multi-million-dollar upgrade. Students and staff at Panside Primary and Infant School in Hanover will enjoy more modern and spacious surroundings when face-to-face classes resume, following the completion of infrastructure upgrading of the infant department at a cost of $25.4 million. The construction project, undertaken through financing from the Culture, Health, Arts, Sports and Education Chase Fund, included refurbishing and expanding work to address the lack of adequate classroom space. 2 fully furnished classrooms and bathrooms were built, in addition to a playfield area equipped with a playset, perimeter fencing, among other structural improvements. Kitchen equipment was also provided. Principal of Pondside Primary and Infant, Regina McLeod Henry, reported that Chase contribution has enhanced the learning environment by improving the structure and overall ambience. She noted that before the start of the project last November, the infant department had 1 classroom divided into 2 sections, a student's restroom and a small play area. We now have 3 spacious classrooms, an administrative area, students and teachers' restroom, including a shower area for students, a sick bay and a play area. The school is fully fenced, and the Chase Fund has improved our water supply through the contribution of a large tank and pump system. The electrical features were also upgraded, offering better lighting, and a fire alarm system was installed. We were provided with furniture, such as desks, chairs, and tables for both teachers and students, she shared. McLeod Henry, who has served as principal for 11 years, says that with the improvements, the school is looking to increase enrollment as more parents have shown interest in registering their children. CEO of the Chase Fund, Wilfred Haven, said the Chase involvement in the development of the nation's early childhood education sector is deliberate. We understand that the care and education received during this period will impact children's academic and social trajectories throughout their lives. Early childhood education sets the stage for successful academic outcomes and contributes to long-term personal development, he said. 11 COVID-19 deaths, 492 new cases. Jamaica recorded 492 new COVID-19 cases on Wednesday and 11 additional deaths. This brings the country's death toll to 1,768 and the total number of confirmed cases to 77,989, of which 25,334 are active. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, 11 reported deaths occurred between September 6 and 13. Of the 492 newly reported cases, there were 280 females and 206 males, with ages ranging from 27 days to 96 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 131, St. Catherine 99, St. James 45, Clarendon 39, Westmoreland 34, St. Elizabeth 29, Manchester 28, Trelawney and Portland 22 each, Hanover 19, St. Thomas 13, St. Anne 10, and St. Mary 1. The country also recorded 144 recoveries, bringing the tally to 50,361. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.